I didn't think I'd need like a whole script, but I think I might. I'm hoping editing will help how slow words come to me. I do like this setup. I think the lighting's good. It's better than having just the fan light on. Maybe I should try standing. This is a bit low energy. Maybe I'll have more to say when I stand. I also hope I have enough storage in my phone. It's gonna take forever to edit this. Maybe this is a bad idea. I do. Do you like my little mic? I got him today from Walmart. It was pretty cool. I passed this guy who was wearing crazy shoes and like a crazy outfit. Like he jingled when he walked because he had so much jewelry on. It was like bedazzled. And he also had like cowboy boots. Like they had the little spurs on the back. It was crazy. Like he could never sneak up on anyone. And then I told him I liked his shoes. And he was like, I'm a guitarist. He was weird. Maybe I'm his biggest fan. Hi there. I'm sure you saw the title. It's pretty clear what my plan is today. I bought a little microphone. I have a little tripod. I really was inspired by this idea, I think. I'm gonna take some 25 milligram gummies. I'm gonna leave for a little bit. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Madam Web. I'm sure you've heard of it. Released February this year, starring Dakota Johnson. I'm gonna share some thoughts, hopefully a little bit higher than this. If that sounds like fun to you, stick around. Pull up a chair. Get comfy. It's gonna be so chill. If that doesn't sound fun, you should probably leave. I'm sorry. I don't know why you clicked on this. I'll be back. Try not to miss me too hard. This video is gonna be tougher than I thought. I had a bit more faith in myself that I wouldn't get that high off of 25 milligrams. But here we are. And you're gonna have to stay with me here. We're talking Madam Web, 2024. Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney. I don't remember anyone else. Adam Scott. Oh, and Emma Roberts. That's kind of weird. That's not that weird. Never mind. Okay. So I saw Madam Web twice in theaters. And for fear of sounding like a true stoner, I was high both times, and they were like in the span of like a week or two, like kind of back to back. So you can tell how much I loved this movie. Not that it's a good movie. Like, it's not. I guess I hadn't really explicitly said my opinion. It's not a good movie. I do love it. I'm so charmed by how bad it is, you know? It's not even like so bad it's good. It's like that you can make fun of. I'm just like charmed by the effort, you know? Or really lack of effort. How crazy it is that a studio put out this movie and was like, yeah, people are gonna like this one. Just you wait. Oh my god, I've already lost my place in my little script that I made. Oh, I was saying that maybe my perception of the movie isn't entirely accurate because I was high. Also, I'm just pretty easily pleased by movies, to be honest. I'm easily entertained. You're just gonna have to be okay with that. This is probably not a very accurate review. Okay, so to start, I was gonna share some things that I liked. I feel like there's a good movie buried somewhere in there. Like, I can see it. It's there. But it's just covered by, like, so many awful elements that you're like, oh, this is just a bad movie. But I believe in it. I have faith. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm glad I looked down at my script. I am gonna clarify that this is gonna be full of spoilers, and you're just gonna have to be fine with that. Why haven't you seen it? Do you even care? I don't think your experience will be changed that much if you're spoiled, to be honest. Like, it's just not worth it. If you care, maybe you shouldn't watch this, though. Fair warning. Things I liked. Number 1. Oh my god, my mouth is so dry. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna pull it together. Number 1. I liked Dakota Johnson's performance. This is a gimme. Because I only saw the movie because of Dakota Johnson. I was so charmed by her press tour. Like, what is she even doing? Maybe I'm in love with her. I think she's literally the reason I saw the movie. But I also just genuinely did like her energy in this movie. I think she was a really good choice for a character like Cassie, because she's got like a lot of awkward charm. Very straightforward, very blunt. I think that's fitting with Dakota Johnson. But she also brings some warmth to the character, because I do think a lot of her dialogue is pretty like flat. You don't really get a sense of her character. Dakota Johnson did a good job like bringing the character together and making it make sense. Number 2, I also liked the diner scene. I think the studio also knew that this was the best scene in the movie. It was in every trailer I saw, and I couldn't tell if it was supposed to like demonstrate what the plot was or if it was just genuinely like this is our best scene. But I'm pretty sure it was this is our best scene. Like, it's the most put together, I think. I think everything else feels a little bit half finished, kind of like tacked it on and had a lot of editing, but these feel a little bit better made. I think it's really cool. Like, I really like they have a Britney Spears song playing. They're playing Toxic, and it is so cool. When the villain comes in, it's like scary, and you know those violins are so scary. Slow that down and have a guy like menacingly walking towards you. I also thought the villain was genuinely pretty scary here. The concept is that he's after like the 3 girls. He's gonna kill them all, like, because they affect his future. He's on his way to kill them, and then before, oh my god, like when Cassie's seeing the future in her visions, like they die brutally. Like, it's kind of, Sydney Sweeney gets her neck snapped so fast. I was like, it was just like surprising because the movie didn't feel like that sort of tone, and then it just did that, and I was like, oh. The same with the subway scene. I also thought that was very well done. I think that's also on my list actually because I remembered it after I kept writing. They did a really good job showing how like really disoriented she would have been. The effect they use for like her time travel thing, I thought it was well done. Like, it was a really good way of showing just how like, I don't know, I lost everything I was thinking of. Oh no. You knew where I was going, right? Right? I was making sense. I was coherent. I think so too. Oh, I really like that the film is set in 2003. That's a fun time, you know? A time not chosen typically for like piece set, like movies set in the past. Like, you always go like 90s or 70s or 80s. But like 2000s, I don't know, I can't think of any that weren't like made in the 2000s, you know what I mean? It's gone. This is the worst idea ever. Why did I choose to get high for this? I think I thought this would be funny, and I didn't think about the fact that I would, like, any thought I was having would just immediately leave. It's gone. Oh, I was like, what a weird time to set a film in. Like, I kept forgetting that it was in 2003 too, because like they just look like normal, just like a little bit of weird outfit choices, but also like Y2K fashion is sort of back, so I was like, oh wow, this is a really modern movie. So I would just keep forgetting, and I'm like, it's weird that they can play Toxic by Britney Spears on the jukebox in the diner. Like, was that readily available? Is it like an old jukebox? I don't know. But then I forgot it had just come out, and then like the radio guy is like, and just released, and I was like, oh my god, we're in 2003. It was just funny. Like, I don't know, that's gonna be like a really subjective one. I just found that a bright spot. I thought it made the film feel more unique. Oh my god. Okay, there's my point of the subway scene. Can you believe I was starting this video and I was like, it's fine, I'll just like look down occasionally and I'll be able to reference the script without them knowing I have a script. Bitch. Oh, this is really subjective. I really liked my movie theater. I was completely alone, and it was 3 p.m. on like a Thursday night, and I was high as balls. I said Thursday night. Thursday afternoon. It was 3 p.m. and that was for my second watch. Like, I was so committed to watching this movie that I was like, yeah, I'll get high at 3 p.m. So committed to watching it high that I was like, yeah, this is normal. I don't know, there was like a line from Cassie and it made me laugh for like probably a full minute. And it didn't matter. No one was there. I think that was kind of a short list. I don't know. Well, I've been talking for like 10 minutes. That's pretty good. Like, that's all I can immediately think of like things I like directly liked, other than just like vibe. Those moments sort of like make the movie for me, I think. Like, those are the ones where I'm like, yeah, I liked this movie, like in a genuine, uncomplicated way. On to what I didn't like. This is a bit of a longer list. I'm sorry, I think I keep pulling the mic from my face. I hope the audio's fine. That'll be embarrassing. I've been talking for so long. I'm sick of my own voice. But I'm really enjoying the talking, don't get me wrong. We're having fun here. We're having fun here. So what I didn't like, the editing. Wow, the editing is bad. Oh my god, it's insane. You probably won't find like a review out there that doesn't mention the editing, because it's just so, there are so many cuts and so many like crazy choices made with editing in this movie. It like takes me out of the movie so much. It wasn't like overwhelming until we got to like the final scene where she's like blocking all the fireworks, and she keeps on being like, oh, like, Duck, get over there, like, because she's like fully embraced her powers and she's become Madam Web. That was crazy. Like, there were so many cuts, it actually just felt insane. I was like, what is happening right now? But that was a pretty common complaint. You're gonna hear that in every review. I'm almost basic for mentioning it. Second, oh my god, the villain makes maybe the most insane acting choices I've ever seen in a feature-length film. His accent is unfathomable. Like, I have no idea what he's trying to go for. It's like earnest too. I was like, wow, he's like really, he's acting so bad though. Like, it was so bad. Oh, also, for the longest time, I couldn't figure out exactly what was so off-putting about, like, all his dialogue. Because genuinely, every time he was on screen, I was like, It's because all of his lines are ADR. All of them. They dubbed over an entire important character. He has a lot of lines. It's too many lines. And it's dubbed. I cannot believe, like, a studio was like, yeah, it's fine. Just release it. We'll take this one. A huge issue for me was also character development. This arc is non-existent. It goes from, like, point A to point B in, like, a crazy way. Dakota Johnson's character, Cassie, she starts off, like, very, like, she's standoffish and she's independent and she doesn't want to get involved with this situation at all. She's, like, willing to abandon these kids. Because she's like, I don't care. By the end of the movie, I'm sure you've all seen that clip where she's like, no, they're mine. That's weird. It was weird. Like, it's weird in the clip, like, by itself, independently. But it is also so much weirder when you've seen the rest of the movie and seen how so opposite she's acted the entire time. What? Girl, you didn't. How did that happen? How did you get to the point where you're like, they're mine? They're my family. They can stay. You hated them. I guess I can probably blame it on her, like, embracing her powers and, like, reaching, I don't know, like, she's transcended. I don't know. Her powers are so vague. I guess I can blame it on that. But really, can I? I just really hated it. It was really bad. I also thought it was so weird how much ADR was in this movie in general. Like, I know I joked about, like, the whole villain's line having it. Or, sorry, all of the villain's lines having ADR. Or being ADR. Oh my god. It's gone. I panic like I can't cut this out. I'm like, no, they're gonna see me make a mistake. Oh, like, there's just so much ADR in general. Like, a lot of it is, like, really unnecessary, and it's, like, extremely obvious that it's ADR. Like, it'll show the back of a character's head, and suddenly she'll be talking. She's not talking. And they just, like, put it in for the most unnecessary reasons. Like, you guys saw that clip of... I just assuming you saw this. You saw that clip of her, like, going back in time and seeing that, Jesus... seeing that vision of her mom, like, talking with the doctor and talking about how she has a neurodegenerative disorder, and then she, like, walks in and she goes, wait, I don't have a neurodegenerative disorder. Like, she says it like she's like, what? Girl, this is so crazy because it's, like, insulting to Dakota Johnson's character, but it's also insulting to every audience member. Obviously, she doesn't have a like, why did you feel the need to insert this line? Because it's ADR. You did this afterwards. You were like, this doesn't make sense. They're not gonna know. How stupid do you think? Don't answer that. Also, Sydney Sweeney was so bad in this movie. I was as disappointed as you are, because I like Sydney Sweeney, but she's not a good actor in this movie. They cast her as this like nerdy, shy teenager girl, no friends, loser girl. You know, she's like such a nobody, like, oh, she's such a nerd. That's Sydney Sweeney. You can't expect me to believe that she's nerdy, shy, no friends girl. Like, I'm sorry, you can't cast Sydney Sweeney and you're like, nerd. I'm sorry. Also, the character itself is really annoying to me because it's giving that specific brand of girl who went to your high school who like took herself too seriously. Like, girl, she's got main character syndrome. Like, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. I would comment on the bad CGI, but that just feels kind of mean at this point. It's low-hanging fruit, you know? Oh, I also didn't like Adam Scott, which kind of upset me because I really do like Adam Scott in a lot of roles. This one was rough for me. He was really phoning it in. I think that's fair because everyone else was, you know? Except for the villain. The villain was giving it his all. Really, the beginning and the end of this movie are its weakest. Like, they're so bad. Plot-wise, character-wise, editing-wise, every part of, like, the beginning and the end are just really bad. And I kind of enjoy the middle. Like, it's weird, but it's not bad. The beginning and end are bad. And that's just hard to grapple with, because those are, like, the most important parts of a movie, you know? You know, that's your first impression and your last impression. Those are the things that matter. That's what you leave the theater thinking. I could probably keep going for a long time about this movie. I don't know. I have a lot to say. Like, I was so charmed while also, like, offended. Something about it was really captivating. But I bet this video is getting pretty long. It takes me a long time to edit. I'm really not good at editing, which I'm sure you'll see throughout this video. Like, I'm sure you've noticed. Not great. I'm not sure if I would recommend this movie. Not in good conscience. Like, never would I say it's a good movie, and never would I be like, you should watch this, because it's just not good. But, I mean, if you're, like, a fan of, like, so bad it's good territory, I don't know, you might be charmed the same way I was. Like, I know, I feel bad that I ended it with things I hated, because I got a little too, like, impassioned on some of them. So I feel like I just left you with the impression that I really hated the movie, because I didn't. And I'm not even being sarcastic. Like, I feel like I'm coming across as sarcastic. I'm not. Like, I really am charmed by this movie. And I would watch it again. I already have watched it twice. It was great. Those are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this. This was really trying something new for me. And it probably came out with pretty bad quality. I doubt many of you made it here. I doubt there's anyone here. That's okay. This is an independent project. This is like an acting exercise. It was pretty fun. You know, if there's someone out there and you've made it here, you know, leave me a comment or like a like or whatever. That'd be sweet. Thank you. Are you flirting with me? Are we about to kiss? Sorry. No, I've got to end this. I'm gonna have so much editing. I'm so slow. So I enjoyed Madame Web. I was probably a little too high and a little too easy to please, to be honest. But you know, if you do want to see it, or if you have seen it, you know, let me know what you think. I'm gonna go now. I hope you had fun. Alright. Bye. Anyway, I feel like I hold a lot of power with this microphone. I was about to get like a real vlogging mic, but then I was like, no, I need something silly to hold, you know, to have a little bit, you know, I could just... I feel like I can eat him. It's probably bad that this is like really entertaining for me, right? I've been filming this test video for 3 minutes now, and I'm not even bored. Do I just have that much to say? Imagine when I start talking about Madame Web. Okay, that's it. I should probably stop. Alright, bye.